What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is WTF Wednesday. How y'all doing, everybody? Before we even get to talking about anything, from here at Upside Down Studios, from Dino the Genetic Marvel and Sniffing Glue 22, our thoughts and prayers and condolences to everyone who's lost everything in the LA fires. We make a lot of jokes. We're comedians, or at least we try to be. But when it comes down to it, people lost their shit. Rich people, poor people, whatever. No matter who's to blame, it's just a terrible thing. And don't forget, there are still people in North Carolina and Tennessee who are also just pretty much frozen in place, literally. We're going to discuss tonight some of the bullshit that's been posted out there, some things that people just refuse to believe, the many stories that we are getting reported to. The legacy media is telling us, not to believe the people who are on the ground, the local people, pretty much people like us who report and go out to the scenes and talk to people and interview people. We're full of shit. We're full of shit, according to Gavin Newsom and the legacy media out there. So what we're going to do tonight, we got a panel of guys. We was hoping to have a few more people. I got a few people that should be listening, some military people, because I asked their advice on a couple of these questions too. We're going to try to sort through the madness and the mess. And one more thing for all you fucking people out here who are cheering for Joe Biden and the ceasefire. This is a little off topic, but goddamn well, this didn't have nothing to do with fucking Joe Biden. Netanyahu said it himself. It ain't had nothing to do with Trump threatening to unleash hell on them motherfuckers, right? Just keep that in your head. But yeah, that was the only other thing off topic. So we're going to bring in our panel here from all the way in the deep dark tundra of maybe the 51st state, Canada. We got Dino the Genetic Marvel.
Bro, I shit my pants that entire intro. Like, what? You're like, oh, on behalf of everyone. I'm like, no, don't do that. No, not on behalf of everybody. Hello, everyone from the deep south. What? I don't know how you introduced me like that.
Deep dark tundra of maybe the 51st state.
We still have a little snow on the ground. It's quite nice up here. We're having a good time. I look forward to being part of America soon. Bang, bang.
And from Cleveland, Ohio, TikTok fucking superstar, Cole Clayton's Sniffing Glue 22.
Bro, don't even bring up TikTok anymore. That shit's gone. We got till Sunday.
I hear that was some fuck shit that they're doing because the Elon and Trump. Well, Trump was going to ask the Supreme Court to leave it there. I guess Trump likes TikTok.
He does. He feels like he won the election because of TikTok, or at least part of it.
He doesn't even have TikTok, and he's the star of TikTok. Who gives a shit?
He doesn't have TikTok. I follow him.
There was even talks of Elon Musk acquiring the TikTok part of it or whatever.
So down for that. I like Twitter now.
They're fucking they're stopping him every step of the way. Our government is stopping him every step of the way. So and you notice that the ban starts the day before.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that back like last year, a year ago. I was like, when is inauguration day? 2025? Oh, okay.
Right.
What a bitch move, bro. What a bitch ass move.
They knew that they were probably going to lose the election.
And
over a year ago.
Coming straight from the fucking the backwoods country of parts unknown, with Greg on the 3s and 4s. We got Sasquatch, Big Ricky, and Greg in the house.
What up, everybody?
Yo.
You guys brothers?
No.
Oh.
Well, we're all kind of.
Y'all look like I got the same mom.
They're only brothers in that they've seen each other's wieners.
What?
That's
How many brothers you got
neither
here?
here nor there. That is
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
No, hold on. Do you know how many brothers you got?
3.
I don't have that kind of brothers, and I got 4 brothers, 5 brothers, 5 brothers.
Dude,
brothers.
I'm
lot of
one of
brothers.
26.
Y'all are gay. That's what it sounds like.
No, we're straight. That's the problem.
Listen,
We are
you came out-
severely straight.
if you came outside with your business showing, that was the perfect invitation to get whipped by a Aaron towel. Just
I would agree.
it happened. People
Pop
suffered from
right
that
in
shit.
the tip with the fucking white wet towel.
Bing. I'd usually hit the lower testicle. It hurts on the tip, but the testicle, it's
And you
sore
wonder
for
why
like
you
an
only
hour
have
and a half.
nieces now.
Yeah, that may be something to do with it.
There's no nephews.
Because I spray and pray, baby. I'm not pulling out of shit. So that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten old enough to the point where I'm just shooting like them riot darts that don't penetrate. They just kind of burst into fucking dust. It's like pepper spray balls.
Dude, you got like 19 kids. Do you even like have ammunition at this point?
It's there. It takes a while to build up, but it's there. Well, let it go. It's like a howitzer.
Another kid at like 72. I mean,
It's like a howitzer. Once that fucker launches,
You got about 30 seconds of firepower, but damn, you can do some damage, right?
Oh no, I didn't. You know what I noticed when I was younger, and I still, depending on the chick or whatever, I still think I had a pretty good run time. But as I got older, my run time went pretty good. But it ain't the hardest the whole time. I will admit that.
You gotta get a penis pump. I was researching that
I
today.
got an electronic one.
Yeah, do that for like a year, bro.
Dude, I've had them on and off for years. They're kind of just like fun to see, your dick really huge. But once you fucking let go of the button,
you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it like 3 times a week, bro.
yeah, just trust me, it's in my shower, dude, and it has a pocket pussy end on it. Yeah, I could go get it. It's right in the next room, dude.
I believe you.
I blew my one out. It was the one, it looks like a heart or a blood pressure thing. You squeeze the ball. Yeah. And then
then you need to get checked for like heart conditions because I heard that cholesterol can build up in your aorta and it can block the blood flow to your dick.
I don't care.
You can get checked.
Once the good cocaine starts flowing again, I ain't fucking no more. So I mean,
can you imagine,
I'm talking
Marco?
about life, bro. I'm not talking about your dick. I'm talking about your living situation.
Hey, look, my
you kids
are
lives, my man. Go
my
get
kids
checked.
I know they'll be taken care of.
Blood pressure.
Fuck, I've been a dad since I was 15, 16 years old. Now that Papa is fucking an empty nester. Shit.
Hey, can you imagine Marco knocks some girl up, ruins her life? He's gonna be like, "You're gonna have to pay me alimony. I'm good at taking care of kids." Sorry, bitch. I don't need you here anymore. Your job's
Times
done.
are changing. Equality is almost here. It's almost.
You know what's almost here? An affordable Japanese fuck doll. That's what's almost
That too. That's gonna put hoes out of business, bro.
Yeah, it's part of my fucking new set. I'm gonna be a robosexual. I'm gonna put my color in the fucking rainbow. It's gonna be gunmetal gray.
I knew that was coming.
I'm the type of person
That's gonna be my. The gays want to take all the colors. Fuck you. I'm putting my own color in there, and it's gunmetal gray.
And he's gonna have the first camouflage robot that he has sex with. He's like, I can't find you.
Oh my god!
It's like hide.
Anybody who got a problem with it, you're fucking robophobic.
Robophobic.
Oh. Now we're talking.
We got it all figured out.
We can play this game. It's 2025, motherfuckers. We take-
Robo.
Hey, either you're with
Spectrum.
Skynet or you're the enemy of Skynet. Choose
That's it.
forever.
So if I'm fucking Skynet.
I mean, of all of us, I feel like Marco's the one who would have sex with Skynet first.
Mhm.
Let's be honest. Because
100%.
he's like, I was Saturday night. I thought it was cool. Why not just try it out? See, maybe I'm with it. You know?
Bro,
Dude,
if
the
you're
new
not
ones they got
fucking Skynet,
magnetic faces, and every time you change a face, it's a different chick.
Like Man of Faces from He-Man, where it just spins.
No, it doesn't spin. Like they're magnetic. You peel it off like a fucking like kind of disturbing. What you're gonna have to get.
You can be a serial killer and a pervert.
Yeah, pretty much. And each face that you have, so you can imagine. I mean, you're gonna come into my house in 15 years and be freaked the fuck out because I'm gonna just have a glass case full of faces.
I don't think I was surprised with that.
They won't be human faces. They won't be human. It'll be all legal. It's all gonna be the robot faces.
like that's gonna be like a big like alpha move to fuck our overlord. Like just like like fuck you motherfuckers. I fuck the queen. Like I'm in
That's
charge.
it. That's it. I fuck chat and GPT.
You fuck Chad and GPT.
I opened the AI. Blue
I put
one
it right
there.
in the A hole of the AI.
I don't know how this
put it
keeps
in the
on
A
sounding
hole.
gayer and gayer. Aggressively so, though.
Told you, we're taking back the rainbow.
I mean,
Color by color. All right, so it just always happens on Upside Down Studios. We have to have our little sex talk at first.
What?
man,
So the first thing I guess I've seen that was being bitched about on Facebook is that FEMA is leaving North Carolina, and supposedly they built 35,000 or 3,500 houses while they were down there, and they're not leaving. And this is a big conspiracy. A simple Google search will prove that. Well, if you do a simple Google search, click on the second one.
okay,
Because
hold on.
the second one takes you to the FEMA website, which said they closed down 4 places January 27th. And by this weekend, the 3,500 housing vouchers, they didn't build any fucking houses. The housing vouchers are expired. So all them people that they helped, all the people that you think the 3,500 people that got houses, they didn't. They got hotel rooms, which they're getting kicked out of this weekend.
Ooh, I found it. Okay, so it's on WBTV3.
Oh yeah, that's
Charlotte, North Carolina news. 3,000 families to be kicked out of FEMA hotels in Carolinas amid snowstorm. Hotel vouchers provided to those displaced by Hurricane Helen were set to expire for 3,500 families this weekend. This is as of January 9th, 2025. In December, FEMA extended. Gotta go crash club on. Okay. In December, FEMA extended the voucher program, which it calls Transitional Sheltering Assistance Program, until Saturday, January 11th. FEMA said then that Helene survivors would be able to stay at hotels Friday night and would have to check out.
Dino, you got muffled as fuck.
Sorry, I have a starburst in my mouth.
Fucking queer.
Sounded like you had 2 cocks in your mouth. You might want to try that again.
You know what? Let's listen to me too. How about that, you fucking assholes? They extended the voucher program until Saturday, January 11th, and they'd be able to stay in the hotels till Friday night, and we'd have to check out the next Saturday. The FEMA program also allows survivors to stay in hotels and motels for free while they make repairs to the homes and are search for permanent housing. FEMA said it would notify families approximately 7 days before checkout dates. which they didn't.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
for all you people who think FEMA down there is still helping out and doing a thing, and it's just nah.
Dude, FEMA's been a
Like I said,
scam
if you
since
go on
Katrina,
the
though.
website, if
Like,
you
who
go,
still trusts this group?
well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
the unsung fucking government if everything hits the fan.
I mean, but to me,
Yeah.
FEMA isn't a Republican Democrat issue because FEMA wasn't shit when Bush was president. You know, like they don't actually help anybody.
Yeah, they suck. They're useless.
The fact that they get more and more government funding, and they've been, especially the past 4 years, been put in the limelight like they were the shit. You know, you're speaking like you're doing all this great deal. I mean, if you go onto a lot of the social media and shit, you know, there's people who are like, "Why did you even come?" You know, Amish people. There was a lot of them from Ohio too. Went down to North Carolina, donated fucking supplies. They built. I think it was 78. No, I forget how many. It was almost 80 houses or 40 houses, somewhere around there, in 72 hours.
Damn. Yeah,
For
they
free.
weren't
And
fast.
the Amish are off the hook.
I
Now,
worked with some of them. When I worked in carpet, they were building the house, essentially, the rest of the house. They work fast, believe it or not. But they use power tools, which is crazy to me. I was like, I didn't know y'all could do that. And every once in a while, you walk in a hallway and you see one of them on the cell phone. And then they would go like this real quick. Oh, I saw that shit.
yeah, but I mean, and you know, me and Ricky were discussing this before the show. Now, just them greasing the hands, you know, them throwing them for, even if it was just 40 houses, them throwing them 40 houses for free and donating it. You know how much money them companies are going to be making now? Because
Right.
who's the first person they're going to go to? Who's the people, and they know it's going to get done?
Mhm.
Shit. Them people are going to, the Amish are going to make a come up something terrible.
Yeah.
Ray says,
Sneaky like.
Ray says they're allowed to have cell phones for transportation. I don't know, but I think Ricky, what's up, Pop?
They're the old order still, the black Amish, the ones that are all blacked out. They stay. They're still pretty fucking strict. All the
All the younger Amish, like my age, they were all pretty chill.
well, the new ones are fucking off the hook. Like they're fucking off the hook, dude.
I mean, they smell bad, but other than that, you know, sometimes I smell bad. So
Ohio was good though.
Yeah.
they don't shower as much as they probably should.
But the other order Amish, they're allowed to drink, they're allowed to smoke, they're allowed fucking cell phones. They all in Middlefield, every fucking single one has a solar panel on their house.
Nice.
Their telephone.
I mean, they got like fucking LEDs on their little fucking wagons, bro. In the middle of the night, like they're fucking lit up.
So this is what's fucking weird. So they're allowed to use anything that uses a battery. So they're allowed to use a solar panel to charge their DeWalt batteries, and every fucking thing you can think of runs off of DeWalt batteries.
Bro, like it's crazy shit. No, but they have like, you can have a lighting system run off DeWalt batteries. You can have like an entire ventilation system. Like
their scooters or electric scooters all run off DeWalt batteries. There's fucking stereos. Everything.
Here's some silly shit. This really, me and Ray were headed to a show. I don't know where the fuck we were at, but we were cutting through Amish country.
you got rolled by Amish.
You see this long stretch of road, and there's like in different intervals, you see these Amish folks, and they're on scooters, like scooters, no motor, like a board with two wheels and a fucking handle, scooters. And then you see this fucking old lady, dude. I mean, she had to be the biggest cunt in the fucking community. She's flying past them all in one of them little mobile, the mobile wheelchair scooter things.
Yes. Granny still got it. She'll fuck your shit up, bro.
It's fucking silly as shit. And I'm thinking in my head, if I was one of them Amish folks, I'd just kick her fucking scooter over.
No, just hold on. Just grab hold and just let it drag you.
Marty McFly it.
Dude, they're fucking some fucking prick assholes out there, dude. I kept a 9mm on my dash. Driving
Really?
driving those Amish kids and all that shit.
Oh.
Yeah, Ricky used to drive the Amish.
Yeah, I was in the fucking heart of that shit for fucking 3 years.
Yeah,
5 years.
You know, for like reference, Youngstown is like right next to Warren, and like that whole area is just Amish country, like pretty much.
Oh, okay.
What's
I
it
thought
going
I didn't know
Warren
you guys.
Biden, too.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
It's
Ohio
like
had
it's
Amish.
not.
I thought it was Pennsylvania only.
No, the fuck is not
No.
Warren. Is no Warren is a
Lancaster is the
hood.
biggest in the country, the biggest community.
There's
And yeah,
Middleburg.
Middlefield
Or
is second.
Middlefield, yeah.
Yeah,
Middlefield is one of the
Middlefield and
biggest in
Warren
their whole
are
country.
weird.
Hold on, Ricky. What was first?
Lancaster.
That's in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, right? Or is that Ohio?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Pennsylvania is like
Biggest community.
the number one Amish, and then number two is in
the
Ohio.
second biggest.
Yeah, you know what's ironic? Since you're going that direction, so anytime they want to like rape your daughters or fucking do some fuck shit, they go to Indiana. Just cross the border in Indiana and they hang out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I don't like Indiana anyway, so fuck Reggie Miller.
I just turned down the gig in fucking Indianapolis to fucking do Bubba's show the other night. Ain't no fucking way I was going to Indiana. It was like 2 degrees.
Oh,
They're an anti-gun state, like, which is weird. I'm like, it's in the middle of the fucking like Midwest. I'm like, what?
Bro, I listen. If I move to the States, I'm only moving to places that are pro-gun. I'm like, what's the fucking point of being American if I'm like,
I don't understand how you can be an anti-gun state in the United States. It's so stupid.
They're anti-gun.
I don't understand how people who want to protect their family are anti-gun.
They have
to be fair, I don't know what their gun laws per se are. I just know that when I was traveling through there was like I anytime I travel through state, even if I'm just traveling through, I want to know what the gun laws are because I don't want to get popped. And so they're like, if you're coming from out of state and you have a gun, just don't have the gun. Just don't have. That's what I was reading essentially. Don't have the gun. It's going to be a problem for you.
Yeah,
Trump's going to go around. Like,
find it first.
Trump's trying to change that to make if you have a concealed carry in one state, then all states it's good for all.
I don't have the CG dub though.
So
I don't have
any binding state.
But now that goes into the states that don't have any. You don't need a permit,
right?
Which is Ohio. So if you don't need a permit in Ohio, then you don't need a permit in California.
No, but with Ohio, that's what
they're trying to do. Now, today, during some of these fucking these Senate confirmations, I heard some of these idiots out here fucking talking about the ATF is being straight, getting cuffed up, and they can't do this now, and they can't do that now. And will you support them taking away or letting the gun rates be, wherever from what I just explained? Like they were making a big deal out of it, and they want to fund more to ATF and more of their fuck shit.
No,
no,
useless fucking group,
bro. The only time, and in my lifetime, and I believe the ATF goes way before my time, but in my lifetime, I have never seen the ATF crack down on any alcohol. I have never seen the ATF crack down on any tobacco.
No.
The only thing I've seen the ATF crack down on is the firearm.
Hey, that's like saying the TSA does anything for fucking terrorism. Fuck out of here.
No, let's talk about that for a second. Why do we have all these fucking entities? We have all these organizations that are just anti our fucking our amendment rights, our fucking Bill of Rights. We have the IRS, which goes against taxation without representation. Our whole country was built on fuck you, don't tax me. Fucking the ATF. We have alcohol. That's a big thing with our prohibition laws and all that. With I don't know, was it the 20th fucking or the 19th, maybe the 18th amendment that was eventually repealed. We have the what is the other one? I forget. Regardless of the fucking matter, like we have all these fucking government entities that just come after our fucking original fucking 10 Bill of Rights.
And then they use under the guise of nobody's above the law or the Constitution doesn't say this. So yes, it does.
You know who's above? Hey, you know who's above the law? Hunter Biden.
Hey, I can live with that though. I can live with if a president's son is a little bit of a wacky person. It reminds me how human our president is. You know what I mean? And
No,
you just,
no, okay.
It's what it is. It's what it
Don't
is.
fall into his
What
trap.
the fuck is
Yeah.
the point of being president if you can't get your kid off some bullshit? Okay,
I
what's
can
the point?
understand that, but you don't fucking lie. Be like, you just come out, be like, yeah, my
You're right.
son.
You're 100% right. Why lie?
Hey,
You're the
why did
man.
he lie?
You're
Let
it
you're
go.
you're
I'm letting
100%. If you're the president, I'm the goddamn president. I'll put my balls on his desk and I will pardon my son. Fuck all of you. That's what I
That's right.
would never lie. I would never lie.
That's why.
If my kid was a
That's
fuck
why.
up, I'd be like, he's a fuck up. But
It's
I'm the
such a bitch
president.
move.
Fuck all you motherfuckers.
That's
it.
why it's such a bitch move.
It is a big move. But it's
You're like, no,
Hey,
nobody
Mama,
asked you to lie.
You know,
No
I
one
say
asked
it
you to lie.
all the time.
It's the tolerant left. It's the tolerant left. That's what it is.
This is Biden's America.
All right, so
Bullshit.
speaking of Biden's America, let's get back on.
Thanks, Obama.
So, there is no money from our government.
Biden's kind of a bitch, but I'm not a bitch. And I pardon my kids and dare anybody to face.
How's your mom so
You
aggressive?
don't get a say, apparently.
I feel like, you know what that was reminiscent of? Remember when Ryan Weiss's mom used to fucking walk across the screen half naked?
Yeah, half a tit out. You're like, what the shit?
That was that brought back memories.
I mean,
Miss the old bird.
rest in peace.
So like we were all told, and everybody knows that there's no more money for the people of North Carolina and Tennessee. But Biden just passed or wrote off some kind of executive order that funds the LA, not the people, that funds LA's rebuilding efforts or whatever for the next 6 months, 100%.
Hold on. So I have a point that I think a lot of people are missing right now. Is specifically that, do you remember when Biden pardoned all federally charged weed charges? But they're like, oh, but nobody's charged under federal law. That it's not how it works. So no one was in jail under those charges. So now, also too, they've been saying is that because of previous fires, other people have had the experience where just to get the permit to clean up, not build, just to clean up, has taken up to 3 years.
Don't trust him.
Biden's saying he's going to fund things for 180 days. Bro, no one's doing anything in 180 days. Nothing will happen just because of the bureaucracy. So
But
it's
the
like,
money will be taken, though. There'll be a big fat bill for something to come that never will come. And this goes into another point that I found out within the past couple of days. Back in 2014, and Dino, look this up. Back in 2014, there was a bill passed in California to build more reservoirs, and it was funded. And now, statistically, if you go with the other reservoirs and how long it took to build, it only takes 5 years to build a reservoir. 2014, you know how many reservoirs were built? None. You know where the money's at? Because I don't, and nobody else does.
That's what I wanted to get into about the FEMA thing. Is like it seems like a lot of these like bills and money moving around is just it's got to be some sort of like money laundering thing.
so
Let Dino talk.
this is Google. It says in 2014, California voters approved Proposition 1, a $7.5 billion bond to build new water storage projects. The projects were intended to address the severe drought and improve water quality, flood control, and more, blah, 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 blah. Challenges. Construction costs. Building reservoirs is expensive, and the water they sell may be cost prohibitive. Project complexity. Large-scale water storage projects require a high degree of planning, engineering, coordination, and financing. Environmental impacts. Projects must review environmental impacts before construction can begin. As of August 2021, no more than half of the water storage projects scheduled to receive the money had been built. Projects are still in the pre-construction phase, which involves reviewing the environmental impacts, designing dams, and securing financing.
And Newsom just got rid of 3 dams.
The California Water Commission oversees the proposed projects to ensure they meet statutory requirements and public benefits. Bro. So...
No, you know what the problem is, and it's supposedly
one of the biggest problems.
A problem, but the root of the whole thing is, and I think the DOGE with Elon and Vivek, I want to at least cover this. It's like we don't have any type of way to audit the whole
Yeah.
the whole thing. We just give them
I
our
feel like
money
that's
and then they do whatever the fuck they
they know
want
how
with
to
it.
audit you. They know how to audit me.
Well,
They
to
know how
prove
to
my last 7
Hey,
years of
I
fucking
thought
tax
the-
returns.
The IRS's job was actually to audit
exactly.
internally. No, the
That's
Internal Revenue Service.
That's why did you see they're gonna make a new external revenue service?
Yeah, external for
They're
tariffs.
getting rid of the IRS.
Well, I don't know if they said that.
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting rid of they're defunding it, and if you're defunded, then you're gone.
I'm always so for defunding government entities.
Hey, there are people who have jobs who do nothing, produce nothing, and if anything, just add cost to everything. You
Right.
remember there was a company who was like, hey, this guy needs a wheelchair ramp or something. And the company's like, yo, we'll provide the labor, everything. You just have to give us the permit. And they're like, okay, the cost to the city is $1.5 million. They're like, what are you talking about? They're like, just the bureaucracy. We're not, you're donating labor and materials. Just the bureaucracy to paperwork the thing was going to cost $1.5 million.
That's just people taking a slice of the pie that have nothing to do with anything.
So that's taking the whole fucking pie, the bakery, the cooks, the fucking delivery truck.
And then spit on you for not being productive.
Yeah.
How dare you not work more? Pooh.
Yeah. And then, you might get fined for loitering.
Hey, the best thing I've heard so far was I watch the only news I'll watch is called Democracy Now, and it's by an old white broad who, like, she wasn't even attractive in her heyday, but she's like Pulitzer Prize winning journalist, right? So she delivers news like factual, like this happened, this happened, this happened, this is like this time when this happened, kind of thing, very straightforward. And she brought in somebody, and someone was like, well, this is an environmental expert. She goes, because of climate change, these fires have become worse, which I'm like, that means the conclusion is that the people of California aren't doing enough for climate change, and that's why they were affected worse. Can you imagine being in California and they're like, you haven't done enough to fight climate change. You have to be more vegetarian, more vegan. You have to only bicycle ride everywhere. That's it. That's all that's happening for California. You have to do your part, California. You've been slacking.
So, I mean, ultimately, the biggest. I mean, if you got to point a finger at anybody, it's from Newsom down. I mean, and now everybody is pretty much shit's rolling downhill, and it's hitting that one fire chief, that one gay fire chief, which she got her issues, but at least she came out. She was like, "Fuck this." I'm not getting thrown under the bus. She came out. She showed the receipts. They even tried to lie on her. She showed the receipts. She was like, "These are my requests over the last 3 years for more help, more funding, more equipment." And you know what she got met with? She got met with what was it, $1.7 million or $1 billion taken away out of their funds. Then on top of that money's another 20 million, or no, another 100 million was taken out of their funds this year. And then magically 50 million was pledged to Trump-proof California last week. They had a big meeting with the heads of state, not to discuss the fire, but to discuss how to keep the illegals, which that's something I want to touch on in the midst of this, because one of the biggest fucking thing with these illegals is, one of the biggest arguments is who's going to pick the food? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that?
Children.
If we fucking look at the past and we look at everything, well, you're paying these illegals illegally under the table, and you're most likely not even coming close to California's minimum wage. So you're pretty much doing the same thing you're doing to these convict firefighters. You're exploiting their fucking work. You're exploiting these people as pretty much, we can't say slaves because they're getting paid. So let's say indentured servants.
Yeah.
and under the guise of we're being tolerant, we're letting these people in. Well, you know what? Here's something else that's funny. They claim that they caught 45 fucking people who's been starting these fires, and not one of them is white.
No, not the white man.
So just look upon that. And nobody's, you see all these other people there, like, I've seen black folks and I've seen, celebrities and white folks, they're all talking about the devastation or nothing. Nobody's talking about where the homeless at. And we all know there's a shit ton of homeless, especially in LA. Where are all the kids at?
You know what I'm confused by? Every picture I see all the houses are burned, yet all the trees still standing, no problem.
Oh, I've seen a couple fucked up trees. Some charred.
That's a little bit, yeah, but I'm seeing trees like it's a fire.
Well,
I think
it's
the
not
trees.
Like, was it 4 years ago, Ricky, where the plasma balls hit, where that magic fire just skipped around, to convenient places of LA, where the fucking new speed train that they're finally going to get to push through. Yeah. What? There's a lot of people. Well, I'm not seeing what you guys are talking about. Takes time. Because best believe in LA 2.0, they're going to have a speed train going through it.
You betcha.
And it'll be all solar powered or battery powered or whatever the fuck. But it sure won't be hydroelectric.
It'll be gay. You can count on that. It'll be the gayest train ever.
Yeah. I made the joke earlier. When they open the hydrants in fucking LA, rainbows shoot out. No water, just rainbows.
No, just thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
All right, so you know who? This is where I was getting with the whole the monies and shit. Do you know who makes the most money in California? Which city official makes the most money in California?
No.
The lady who runs the water. $750. She makes more than the fucking mayor. $750,000, and bitch, all she had to do was keep the tub full,
bro.
And then all these fucking lies that Gavin Newsom's putting out there. 1 minute the reservoir was full, next minute the reservoir is empty. He didn't even know the reservoir wasn't in the Palisades. It was in Eden, whatever the fuck that place name with the E in it. But according to them, because he fucked up in his own interview. Because the 1 minute, like it was 16 seconds, the dude who was commentating on it counted it. It was 16 seconds. 1 minute he says all the reservoirs are full, and then the dude asks, well, why was this reservoir empty? Well, that's why we're having the investigation. Beecher said they were all full. What the fuck are you talking? But what they said, the new word on why it was empty is because it's been under construction for over a year. So what was the construction? The plastic cover over it was ripped, and they needed to fix that. The pool cover, the fucking pool cover was ripped, and you drained the whole fucking reservoir and didn't fill it back up in the third wettest season that y'all have had in a decade. Mm-hmm. And not to mention, this is not the biggest fire that's hit California. It's only the 5th biggest.
Oh.
So they should have been prepared. This bullshit about it's costly and it's going to be all this money.
About the reservoir in California. I've been talking to my mom about why Biden sucks for the past 10 minutes, and you're over here talking about the same thing.
Well, the whole thing is about the fire, man. I mean, and the fact that California has the highest tax rate with the most rich people per capita, movie stars and all. You're going to tell me over fucking 3 decades you can't get a water infrastructure put in? Especially if every year California is on fire?
California has been largely for. Not like in the very immediate past.
What?
Not in the last 30 years.
Fucking 30 years.
So,
other than Schwarzenegger, which
he
he was fucking Democratic too.
No.
He was on a Republican bill. The last Republican in California was Reagan.
No,
And that was before he was president. That was the 70s.
Arnold was Republican.
Yes, but he was. Look at his fucking policies. They're all mostly blue because he's a celebrity. He's an actor. He ran on the Republican bill, sure, but he was he was in bed with the Kennedys. He's blue.
Literally.
You just described Donald Trump.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
After everything,
Like,
the fact is that when Schwarzenegger was in power, California started becoming profitable,
California,
Yeah, you ain't wrong there.
right?
continue to start from the ground up.
And you know he's a billionaire.
Serious.
And he was like, "That's okay. Oh no, I'll separate everything for my." He goes, "I put it in a trust for my kids and everything. No problem." He did all the things you're supposed to do. It's just paperwork. It doesn't make a difference.
So here's another thing that was, some people out there who are trying to make this whole
What kind of people?
argument that you can't use salt water to put out fires. They're saying that salting the ground is bad. It's never good to salt the ground. You can't salt the ground. All right. First of all,
We do it when it snows in Ohio.
right. Well, first of all, when you got something as bad as these fires, fuck that. A salted ground is better than a charred ground. We're just gonna get that clear right there. And now, what you guys have been using in California, yes, they do use salt water there. They just drop it from planes. So that your whole argument there is out of the water.
Sorry, we're riling up my mom, who has been a liberal since like the 80s, and she's just now in the last like 2 weeks starting to be born again into a Trumper.
What?
She's starting to. The last like 3 things we talked about, she's like,
Get him! Get him!
we're riling her up
Tell her
right
she
now.
loves Daddy Trump. Just tell her she loves Daddy Trump.
True. Dude.
Daddy Trump will save you. Don't worry.
Beat the snowflake. Beat the snowflake.
Daddy Trump will love you too. Don't worry.
I didn't know I wasn't supposed to tell anybody. I thought it was a cool thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, we all respected you for it.
When a woman knows her place, yeah, it's wonderful.
Oh my god!
He's like they banned red tie because of Trump and RFK. I can't believe it. That's so good.
Yeah.
No.
It's about time.
You
It's about time you wake up.
You're like COVID-22. You're gonna take my beer?
Down with Biden's America, baby.
Oh, stop it! I'm
Oh,
gonna
anyway,
Welcome to the side.
Like I was saying, Tina, why don't you look up what the red stuff that they dump on the fires is and what it's made of?
Ooh.
My mom just told me she's a Republican now, which means she's pro beater kid.
Nice. Okay, sorry.
Which I'm like, I didn't know that was a Republican thing because I was beat my whole childhood. I don't know
No,
what
it's
you're
not.
talking
It's a
about.
Democrat thing. I grew up in the fucking hood, and I got my ass whipped by my mama, by the neighbors, the people across the street, whoever. If they saw me fucking up, I got my ass whipped. That's a straight Democrat thing.
Facts.
The red foam dropped by planes to fight wildfires is a fire retardant called Foes Check. It's made a mixture of water, fertilizer, and other chemicals, and is colored red with iron oxide, also known as rust.
Oh, they're not giving you what the other ingredients are?
Let's see.
The arsenic and the cadmium and the nickel. Because I think all that shit is worse for the ground than salt.
It's water, ammonium phosphate, a fertilizer that provides nitrogen and phosphorus for plants. Gum thickeners help the retardant stick to burning plants and trees. Iron oxide, the chemical that gives retardant its red color. The retardant can use a minor skin irritation due to the ammonia. Inhaling it may cause irritation of respiratory tract. Components of the retardant can be toxic to aquatic life. The U.S. forest fire, Foes Check.
I mean, fracking is just putting salt water in the ground. So, like, what? Like,
Yeah.
All right, so his coming up didn't bring up the arsenic and shit, so then that
No.
could be up in the air. So it might not be arsenic in it, there might not be cadmium in it, but there's fucking rust and ammonia in it. I mean, and they already said that they're blatantly saying right there, and this has been used for decades, they're blatantly saying right there that it's bad for the environment.
Yeah.
And they use that regularly. So I don't want to hear shit about salt on the fucking ground.
I mean, salt can have an effect. I think it's not.
I mean, it's not fucking, the most. It's not the best idea in the world, but it is an idea. It's not the best solution, but it is a solution.
Remember, there's fertilizer in there. Fertilizer is a fancy word for pooping. So
you know what else?
Maybe they're just like, hey, don't stand under the poop when it falls from the sky. It's bad for you.
Also a main component in explosives. And so is ammonia and iron oxide.
Yeah, I mean, if you put ammonia on a turd in the toilet, it'll blow up your house. So
what?
Yeah, you know that.
That's how Cole got his fancy new crib.
That is not.
I know.
Bro.
You put like bleach or ammonia in your toilet, it'll blow the fuck up if you take a piss or shit in it.
Cole watched way too many episodes of Breaking Bad.
What did you say?
I said ammonia nitrate's a whole different compound.
Is that what it is? I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't come at me with facts. I don't know science.
I made shit, all right?
My knowledge of science comes from Breaking Bad, okay? I know how to make blue meth. That's about it.
Breaking Bad. This is Anarchist Cookbook. It's before your time. Shut up. I got 3 copies.
All right, so now back to this whole salt thing, because another big argument come up with you can't pump the ocean water because it'll fuck up the equipment. That the equipment cannot pump salt water. That it will destroy the equipment within hours. Now
I don't know about that. But.
This was a big argument between me and a few people. And being a machinist and being somebody who used to work in the water department and on the pumps, and I don't know it all, but I know a little bit about the shit. Yes, the fuck it can. Now, he didn't want to believe me. There was an old Navy firefighter even chimed in on it, said it was fine. But I went that extra mile and got a hold of one of my buddies who worked on an aircraft carrier, which they were mad trained for fires because that's all rocket fuel and jet fuel and shit. Now, there is some truth to what these people are saying. There is some corrosion that goes on. But what he said, and he asked a few of the people that he was working with, what he said was the biggest issue with pumping anything out of the ocean would be filtration, so it wouldn't be clogged. Not the salt in the water. Now, if there is no maintenance afterward, if you start pumping this shit and then when it gets done, let it sit, that shit's gonna rust like an old Buick in your backyard. But it again, the ends justifies the means. Not while they're bitching and moaning they don't want to use these portable pumps or whatever to bring in the ocean water, but they're whining about that would cost too much. They got over $100 million worth of fire trucks sitting in a junkyard because they don't have nobody to work on them. So that's
a lack of mechanics in California. You know why? It's because there's too many fucking women voting in that state. That's the problem. You don't have enough fucking men with fathers telling them how to fucking build shit. Okay.
Realistically, honestly, and this may sound stereotypical, but with as many Mexicans that are in California, how the fuck you gonna tell me there's no mechanics? You ain't gonna put that on. No. There ain't no fucking way. If anything about fucking Mexicans, they're either mechanics, they're landscapers, there's some kind of picking on the farm or whatever.
Construction. A lot of them work in construction in Texas.
The roofers. So I mean, you can't tell me that this whole your LA 2020. Yeah, I believe that or 2.0. I believe it can be built before 2028. And I believe maybe there might be, now that I'm talking about it, there might be a connection with bringing all these illegals in, because maybe that's who he's planning on using as a workforce to build this new city.
I believe there's a clip
Do
of.
you think this is burning down evidence of the Diddy shit, though?
I heard that too. That's
I've
kind of
been
ridiculous.
reading a little bit into it.
I wouldn't doubt it, because again,
Yeah.
all these stuff. But here's another thing: if we're gonna go conspiracy, if all this shit is on fire, supposedly there's a lot of lizard fucking people, tunnels and shit under LA and San Francisco.
The lizards love warm weather.
You would think some of them would be coming above ground, like, hey, it's a little warm up here. Somebody turn down the heater. It's a little
terrarium up here.
Hold on.
They had no smoking laws in California.
let me Google it. Are there tunnels under LA?
Dude, there are. There are.
Under Los Angeles.
Tunnels, fucking Diddy's tunnels.
Yes, Los Angeles has many tunnels, including pedestrian tunnels, subway tunnels, and tunnels used for speakeasies. Pedestrian tunnels, downtown LA. Yeah. There were speakeasy tunnels during Prohibition. Tunnels were used to move illegal alcohol between speakeasies. Secrecy was important. Other tunnels, maintenance tunnels.
Speakeasies there. I heard. Now this was just some fucking dude on TikTok, but I heard that this dude worked in a Starbucks that was underground that only catered to celebrities, like A-list celebrities, like big time, like Will Smiths, Brad Pitts, those type of celebrities, and they didn't pay for shit. It was like a membership, like Costco thing, where they come in, get their coffee, and they leave, and they pay like a membership.
Well, a lot of them
are avoid everybody and the paparazzi and shit.
A lot of them are these things called DUMBs, deep underground military bases.
Yeah.
Therefore, the apocalypse or whatever, but it's basically for the elites to fucking get away. But in these DUMBs, I mean, there's some in PA, and supposedly there's some here in Ohio too. But it's like a whole new city. It's like a whole city. Like Alex Jones went into one of them too. I think he went into the one in PA. He snuck in there and he got video of, it's like a mall. It's like a fucking mall, dude. And there's miles and miles of just stores and different services and shit.
And now that like Los Angeles is kind of losing its dominant control over America, and celebrities are starting to like move all over the country, because you have like people moving to Austin, people are moving to Nashville. Like you can be a celebrity everywhere now. That's probably going to become more of a thing, is these underground tunnels in every city, every major city.
Well, like I said, in every major city there is. I mean, what do you think the Dolce base?
I mean, they're going to be bigger, is what I'm saying, more common, and probably more infrastructure involved.
So,
you said what, Ricky?
They're not going to be accessible. They're not going to let the
No, not to us. I'm saying it's going to be the same thing in LA, but everywhere. Where it's only going to be the fucking Jake Pauls. Those are the only people in Cleveland that are going to be allowed to go down there. Like 4 people in Cleveland. I'm trying to be one of them, if I'm honest.
So back to what I was saying. A lot of the equipment, they can degrade and corrode. When I did talk, the older buddy of mine who was in the Navy back in the day, they obviously had less technology back then, so they used straight seawater to put out fires. Nowadays, the aircraft carriers are all made out of non-corrosive materials, and their pumps are made out of non-corrosive materials, the seals and all that. But as far as being able to pump the seawater with regular pumps, it can be done. There just needs to, you got to clean out them filters. Just that would be the biggest issue. And then when you're done with the shit, fucking do the maintenance on it. And by next year,
down with WD-40
that are not corrosive.
Just spray it down with WD-40 and then put the water in it and dump it. It should be fine.
You've seen the plans though. The planes they've been picking up water from the Pacific.
Right. Well, now there's
so
only
those
one.
ones. They're scooping it, but then they're adding that red stuff, the foam.
Well, see, I seen them just dumping the planes dumping water, but the helicopters dumping the foam.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
So
my water
Using
bill is the
dirt,
same
too.
every month because I live in an apartment. So I could feasibly lend some water to California. I
You know
could.
what you do? Put go
Get a
get you
hose and run it.
go get you a Stanley cup, and then put you some water in there, seal it up, and
I
just send it.
mean, I'm not gonna do it for free. I'm gonna sell it because I'm a capitalist now. But like $6 a gallon. You know, that's what they're used to there in California. $6 a gallon.
Hey, it's a deal, okay?
So I'm glad
Welcome to Capitalist 101.
I'm glad Dino brought up the airplane thing because the fleet that California swears they have was 2 drop airplanes and 3 helicopters. Now they're down one of the drop planes.
Bro, those are our planes. They're ours.
So
We sent them.
You say
They're Canadian pilots. Are they Canadian planes? Canadian pilots.
You don't have planes in Canada. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, they're Canadian made. We built. Bro, have you never heard of the
that's why it
Avro
was
Arrow?
taken out by a fucking drone.
I've heard of Amelia Earhart.
No.
The
Avro Arrow.
One of the drop planes was taken out by a drone, and it was supposedly by an amateur drone person, but they don't know who owns the drone or who did it. Now,
You think anyone's going to fess up?
well, listen here. Here's a weird note. Now, while I was getting ready for the show, my son sends me a news clip from I believe it's the India Times. The Chinese have, or Beijing, literally, has all drones. I guess since I forget what year. I think it was 2004 or some shit. A drone accidentally hit something and took somebody, killed some people. So all drones have to have or I guess like industrial drones, military drones have to have a programming chip in it, geofencing, where it knows automatically it can't go into no-fly zones, it can't go into emergency zones, it can't go, shit like that. Apparently, it was one of the NATO things, whatever agreements or whatever. Well, now they dismantled all that. Mighty funny that dismantled that and took pretty much, and all it is a switch. They hit a switch somewhere in fucking China. Now it's not on any of the drones anymore, and it's mighty funny that comes out a few days after the fucking plane got taken out. That was dumping water in California.
No, you know what the fuck is gonna happen? It's the same fucking thing. Like, it's just one more thing to take American rights away, which is they're gonna put serial numbers on drones, and you're gonna have to get it registered if you want to have a drone, just like a fucking gun, and probably a license. It's stupid.
Honestly, if you got one of them industrial big drones, because that wasn't no little drone, that was.
Little or big, it's just one more fucking thing we're gonna have to register, and it has Big Daddy, Big Brother government for permission to have.
They already said, and this was kind of weird too. This came out when we were all seeing these UFOs over New Jersey or whatever. Nobody decided to look across the world, and China unveiled all their new flying cars that are all now for production and being sold. And magically, all of a sudden, the drones are the size of SUVs and small vehicles. And with no geofencing, now it's just being reported. How long ago did they turn that shit off? So these things can fly all over America. And
are you saying this was a marketing ploy gone wrong?
It might. No, I'm saying that these are just maybe Asians who bought these motherfuckers and are like, fuck them, we can drive where we want. Let's go fly over New Jersey.
Goddamn Asians.
Because it was all, it wasn't just New Jersey. New Jersey was the ones that were just like the blatant ones that were out there. If you got, because nobody's talking anymore about the 3 missing nukes.
Fucking Asians have been a fucking thorn in white people's ass since fucking Alexander. Okay? I'm fucking sick of it. All right? Let's fucking handle this problem.
Blame Tom Cruise. Fuck Tom Cruise. He was the last samurai. Fuck Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You're not wrong there.
There you go.
And then that goes back to the Scientologists. Because when he was in Risky Business, Tom Cruise was cool.
You know what I mean?
Tom Cruise is always cool. Like, just because he's got a little weird
No.
religion, you know, whatever.
He married Mimi Rogers, man.
He went
Super
Mel
cool.
Gibson nuts.
I mean, we all go a little Mel Gibson nuts.
They're getting pretty close to Randy Quaid.
That's why you don't get married. It makes you crazy, okay? Like, because,
That's
you know.
factual. That's true. It definitely makes you crazy. No question.
So we hit the. So the highest paid lady is the water lady, and you know that they bitch did a interview, and they asked her when she got the job, and she's Hispanic no less. They asked her when she got the job, what was her first priorities and what was her number one priorities.
No, we don't talk anymore. No more questions. That's what she said.
Says, no, she's actually pretty hot. She's a younger chick.
That doesn't make her hot necessarily.
No, not necessarily. You're right, because these younger chicks are looking bang.
That's how old you are. It's just because she's younger than you, she's hot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, fucker. I told you I was shooting fucking baseballs. What the hell? So, anyways, like I was saying, she did her interview, and her main priority was making sure everybody has a place there, people of color and people of gender, and making sure DEI and equality is number one priority for her. No, bitch, you're supposed to keep the water in the fucking in the reservoir. That is your main priority. Water in the hole. Water hole. That's it. Everything else don't matter. Fuck your rainbow. Water hole.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty fair. I'm sorry. I keep on thinking Marco saying, "Don't worry, baby. I just shoot dust now. It's okay."
No, you know what gets me is like when I met Marco, he was 47 years old and I was 26, and now I'm 30.
Now.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to get to. Now I'm 30, and he's 47, which basically makes us the same age. How did that happen? He's been the same age the entire time I've known him, and I'm an old man now, and I was a kid when we met.
Education that you've provided. Did you just hear that girl math there?
I went to school in Texas. Get the fuck out of here.
That's Common Core right there. That right there was Common Core.
Dude, like the whole time I was in math class until like maybe senior year. Senior year, I had that oh shit moment. I get it. Like right when I graduated, I was like, oh shit.
At study hall, I get the shits by the end of the day. Urethra, I got it.
Fuck you, Marco.
So here's another kind of conspiracy that keeps popping up, especially when these natural disasters happen. Direct energy weapons. 4 years ago, when these fires got real bad and they just did the magical hop around California, supposedly, people seen plasma orbs in the skies, lightning bolts. There were trees burnt from the inside out. There was a lot of strange shit going on, and once again, the electric company was blamed for it. With these smart meters, there's a whole thing about them smart meters too, because those magically, most of the houses that catch on fire on the off fire seasons are because of the smart meters and directly coming from the smart meters. But that's a different story. The direct energy weapons, I believe, is coming back up because a new FBI document came out pretty much admitting that there are direct energy weapons and that they have been used abroad and in the U.S. on civilians. Now, the problem is, and this is where we're going to be called whack jobs and stuff again, it's not the direct energy weapons that we think like that causes these plasma balls or anything. This is it's a vibrational frequency type weapon. There's two different frequencies they use. One makes people more of a hypnotic state where they're susceptible to any kind of influences or whatever. The example that I have of that, because I know about that one from back in the day in Desert Storm, there was a battalion of our troops, and they were outnumbered by a bunch of the sand people, and they rolled out this fucking Jeep with a satellite or a speaker on the back of it. All of a sudden, all these fucking sand people thought Allah was talking to them, and they all gave up. They all surrendered. They get handed over their guns peacefully. They all fucking walk single file line. So, but that was a big conspiracy theory when that leaked out. Well, now that's all true. But also the other frequency is used when they want to cause riots. It's gotten to the technology. I mean, it's been over 20 years since Desert Storm. The technology went from being on a big ass truck to being handheld fucking gear, almost like the size of a phone. And what they do is, if they want to cause a domestic disturbance or whatever, they hit you with this beam, and you have no idea, but it just brings out an anger and aggression in people, and pretty much makes them want to fight.
Isn't that the plot from Kingsman?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never watched Kingsman.
Well,
Exactly.
Kingsman is based on like historical facts, though.
Mind control. It's based off of mind
All
control.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
just
Sure.
a lot
Those are
of all three of those movies now. Like there's historical documents that kind of insinuate that the Kingsman is like a legitimate thing, and things that happened in it were real. Like there's
What?
like a fucking organization of
talking
gentlemen
Like direct
working for
energy
the
weapons.
UK. Yeah.
Have you lost your marbles, sir?
Well, that
lost-
Golden Circle, the sequel of Kingsman, is about a drug that's killing everybody, and it's just handling the drug problem. Does that not sound like fentanyl?
No, motherfuckers don't not do drugs. All right,
Dude,
like,
you want to talk about some fucking funny shit? My mom, I had to take my mom to the hospital to have a procedure, and I'm just chilling, walking around in the waiting room. Yes, I mean she's old. She's getting older. Hush, this isn't
She
about
got
you.
laser vision. Did she get laser vision?
And so I'm chilling in the waiting room, and I got ADHD, and I'm just an antsy person in general. So I'm like walking around, and I see a ball. It says free on it. It has a sign that says free. I'm like, free? I grew up poor, bro. Like, so I'm like, I put my hand in, and I grab a bunch of it, and I'm looking at it, and it says, oh, fentanyl testing kits. I'm like, oh, I don't need those. And I put it back in a ball. And then like the secretaries or the nurses or whoever's at the front desk, they're like all watching me. I'm like, I look like a drug addict now.
And he still have pockets full of them. He's like, I
grabbed every one of them out of the ball to see what.
I'm gonna need these for later.
white boys doing cocaine.
Hey, they're free, no limit. It's on you guys. You guys are promoting drug use. Now I have to use this.
I smoke weed and drink. I don't do anything else, But it was like I was like, oh, that's why they're free. These fucking drug addicts. Everything's catered to them.
Go to Pittsburgh, bro.
You want to look up them direct energy weapons?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you trying to ruin my algorithm? What's going on here?
Phaser beams.
And while he's looking that up, here's something that I try to stay away from during the most of this because it seems to be a hot button with most people, but we're getting pretty close to the end here. So a lot of this whole DEI thing is being brought up, and that a lot of the problems with the fire departments out there is because of DEI. And let me tell you this, from the interviews and the commercials and shit that they're showing, it's not looking good for the rainbow side there.
Right.
Not the gay.
Adam Carolla. This was some fucked up shit. Adam Carolla come out publicly. I mean, apparently, I don't know if it was the next day or whatever, but he wanted to be an LA fireman. This wasn't because of the fire. He wanted to, show his celebrity or whatever. He truly wanted to become a fireman. So whoever he talked to, whatever fire chief he talked to down in LA, told him that apparently they didn't know who he was, but told him that to call back in 7 years because he's not black, Latino, or a woman.
How dare they assume his gender?
But that was real. He came out on news like he was doing interviews and he was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, what matter? What matter does it come? Just like most Californians are making this excuse about Trump. How can you support a convict? How can you support a convict? Oh, a convict's okay to save your life though, right? Because that's 30% of your fire force, and you're fucking exploiting the fuck out of them. That's okay though. That's all right though. So did you come up with anything with them direct energy things?
There's a couple of reports that have said that direct energy usage has been permitted in the past. There's nothing about them being used right now. Only things saying in the negative fashion, like no evidence direct energy weapons caused LA wildfires.
Have you seen any videos, Marco?
Of the what fires itself,
Of like the blue beams and shit again?
I've seen a couple of them, the older videos of it.
Not Hawaii, but like has there been anything reported from LA?
Oh no.
Not yet.
So that's the thing is, like Hawaii, I remember they were like, yo, something shot down. Like I remember those things.
So much video.
Well,
I have not heard anything about LA there being any of that.
For Hawaii, the LA fires last time, the one with
yeah. Last time was the thing.
Then and with Maui, where it was reported. So the only thing I've heard that was kind of odd on these LA fires, you know, that would make me think not man-made. And I even told you this on your show. I think it was your and Cole's show. That there was satellite images of something being emitted from Area 51. And they couldn't tell you what it was or whatever. It didn't look like a vehicle or anything.
A fucking alien.
Something was emitted coming from, you know, it was a steady stream going towards California. Now, the only other thing that I've seen, and this has nothing to do with that, but there's also satellite images, and it's 4K. I mean, it's clear as fucking day. All four of the Palisade fires that initially started all at once.
It was all three.
All at once.
Yeah.
I like all of them.
It was a triangle, if you look at it.
No, there was four of them. There was one way up in the right-hand corner. At least the video I saw.
I saw it was only three. But they started all at the same time and made a triangle. You're going, that's weird.
The difference here is there's a stark difference.
That would be weird. That's Illuminati shit.
There's a stark contrast between Hawaii and California. Okay, the California are a bunch of fucking I suck daddy's dick. The government, please, whatever you can give us, government, we'll accept it. It's always good. Government. Well, Hawaii, on the other hand, are a bunch of fat Navajo. They don't trust the government whatsoever. You know what I mean? They're always looking for
the little islands on the outside of Hawaii.
What we saw. You know?
Maui is not like that. Maui is just it's like fucking California's nutsack.
Oh, but not the people like around Hawaii though. Those people haven't trusted the government since we rolled up in there and took over.
Yeah, but you got to think Hawaii is not just one island.
I don't know. I've never been there.
Islands. So the main island, Maui, is the one that is California's cock. And for them people who keep saying, oh, you guys are full of shit about what's going on in Hawaii, no, it's the outer people, the native people who are fighting the government so they can't do the land grab that we all predicted. And that same guy who's trying to do the land grab, I forget what the fuck his name is, but he put in a bill right before Maui caught on fire, like 2 weeks right before Maui caught on fire, a bill that would strip the native people their rights to go back to reclaim their land after, you know, it was emergency taken away. Now, that same person was just in talks with Gavin Newsom about the land and speculators in LA while they're trying to put together LA 2.0.
I can't with these fucking they took it from me, fucking motherfuckers. I swear to God. If somebody walks into my apartment and overtakes me and wants whatever they want in my apartment and they successfully take it from me, I had no right to it in the first place. That's, as a man, I'm put on this earth to defend me and mine, my family, my property. It's fucking mine. If
Yeah, and
you're gonna have to kill me, and if you kill me,
called an
then it's
insurrection.
yours. That's how the world has always worked. So this whole they took our land. Yeah, motherfucker, you didn't fight hard enough. Sorry. That's the way the world works. It always worked that way.
But it don't work that way now. You know, there's more. It's pretty in its simplest
You know
form.
why?
It is that way,
Because
but
in
now,
1919, we let women vote.
oh Jesus Christ!
Why is that when
We
you
started
started
letting
voting?
them fucking crybabies have a fucking say.
Well, this has been fun, everyone.
I've met a lot of straight women with bigger balls than a lot of men. The Anunnaki set fires. It's a conspiracy. I don't think it was the Anunnakis.
No.
It might have been the Greys.
Who the fuck
No.
is
It
an
could have
Anunnaki?
been the
Listen,
Greys
hey.
or the Draconians, but I don't think it was the
Real
Anunnaki.
quick. So Maui, they've torched.
Yeah.
And geothermal brine is how they extract lithium. California and LA has some of the biggest lithium deposits in the world.
Yep.
Who wants lithium?
Elon Musk?
Everybody.
Elon. That's why Elon's pushing to go to fucking Mars. Mars is nothing but a giant fucking lithium deposits for all this shit.
I'm fine with it. Because you know how cheap electricity is compared to gas?
Well, wait a minute. Now that you bring that up,
I just pieced it all together. It all checks out.
Just listen to this though, because what do we make these batteries for these new electric cars with?
Oil?
Lithium, and what else? Cobalt.
Yeah.
Where was the biggest cobalt mine found? In
North
fucking North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right where the fucking
Oh my God, it's a conspiracy.
Dino, have I not been telling you that I love Trump, but Elon is a problem in Trump's ear? I don't know if I trust that guy. I liked him for Twitter or whatever. He gave us
whether
free
you
speech.
trust him or
He
not,
probably-
this is going to be another case of the Nazis, and the research that he develops will change the fucking world. Shit's
the
gonna
Nazis
happen.
aren't
He's saying
good.
he's
We're gonna die.
Goebbels? Is he Goebbels? Is that what's good?
He is. He's Goebbels. And the whole fucking thing, I was telling Dino this the other day too. The Hitler comparisons are starting to make sense.
Oh,
Well,
After he was like, "We're gonna get Canada and Greenland," I'm like,
look at
Oh.
everything without fucking
mein teacher, I need the Ukrainian boys table.
never got
without all that Nazi shit. The research and development that we live on today wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, NASA wouldn't even be here for
No.
the Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, like them or not like them, you know, it is what it is.
Mhm.
It just goes
You gotta
back to
do
what
some dirty
Cole
shit
said.
to
We
figure some
stole
shit
their
out.
fucking innovation.
that is the crazy part is, and I know we're on YouTube, but I'm gonna try to say this. I'm gonna try to dance around the bush a little
What
bit.
you want to say?
But-
This is my goddamn show.
Why do we have to act like every single thing the Nazis did was bad? They did some cool
No,
stuff.
it wasn't. It wasn't. You know
Most
what?
of what they
We
did was
had a
crazy. It was
We had a show,
evil
and I'm not saying
or
it was
whatever.
all-
A
you
couple
know,
million
like,
people
they-
is fucking
doing that at the
nothing
same time.
to the world of genocide.
The what?
Well, we don't know that.
We don't know what.
We don't know that he did genocide. We don't know that.
I
Them
wouldn't consider
numbers are way
genocide compared to
huge.
the people that are above him.
Compared to Stalin, for sure he didn't.
Yeah, 100 million people. You know,
Yeah, but
Stalin was way worse. I don't know why the fuck do the Nazis get such a worse rap than Stalin, who like
Bad market.
would like
Yeah.
Photoshop people out of pictures. Like, you would disappear from the earth, from history, if you got on Stalin's bad side.
In Africa and down in Peru and Brazil. Coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Elon. I don't trust him.
Oh, them
You don't have
robots.
to trust.
Dude, we already got. And you know what? It might not even be Elon, because if you look into I'm glad that Yusuf just brought that up. If you look at, like I was saying a couple shows ago, the Ukrainian military right now, they ran out of pretty much people soldiers. Those are all fucking robotic soldiers. It's
Really?
yeah, it's fucking crazy. And guess where they got
Like
them?
fucking Phantom Menace? Roger.
Yeah, those type of deals.
That's crazy.
With the dog. They come out with the dog, dude, like Transformers.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. And
you being chased by one of those things?
no, look, I see one of them things coming at me after all the videos, after what I seen they could do. Yeah, fuck that. But
like, imagine just a dog chasing you. That sucks. But a robot,
I mean,
don't get tired.
I'm looking at this more of a test run for our military. So it goes back to what you just said. It ain't so much Elon Musk might need the fucking batteries for the fucking robots. It might be our military needs them batteries for our soldiers.
Right.
Well, just like every cell phone company, every satellite company, they're gonna sell you all this little shit. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna push out these fucking cars.
Oh yeah, and China's gonna
back
knock
his
out
military
Starlink.
contracts.
You hear that one?
Listen,
What kind of military contracts is he running?
I just want to go on the record and say I welcome and embrace our new robot overlords, and I think they're going to be doing a stand-up job.
I told
and I'm happy to trade in all these motherfuckers for whatever peace and quiet I can get for my family. Thank you.
They have been making Elon Musk out to be some type of Tony Stark for a decade when he's actually a fucking Norman Osborn. Okay? It's not it's similar, but one's evil.
He's the whinier one. He's the Bruce Wayne.
Hey, William Dafoe still has a giant wang.
He's Justin Hammer. That's what it is. He's Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2.
No, I think
Iron Man 2.
Like Justin Hammer. Bezos is definitely Justin Hammer.
Elon's Justin Hammer. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's that's fair. Because he's not. I love how some people are like, he's Lex Luthor. I'm like, are you kidding me? Lex Luthor is like number 2 to Batman. You can't. He's not that smart.
I feel like Trump's more Luthor-like.
Oh, because he's the best, and you should not. If you don't like him, it's your problem. You're the problem.
Like Kingpin from Daredevil.
Okay.
I would vote for Kingpin from Daredevil. Did you see the new trailer?
Oh, awesome looking. Awesome.
He's the mayor of New York, bro. I swear to God, I would live that dream.
That's pretty cool. No, but Trump can't be Kingpin because Kingpin can fight. I don't really believe that Trump can fight.
You watched WWE when Trump was there?
Oh,
hey, that's a good point. Hey, back in his day, he fucking he speared McMahon, didn't he?
As much as I like Trump as president, he can't fight. Get the fuck out of it. That dude's been fat his entire life.
Okay. But Biden couldn't stop on his bike and he fell over.
Let's stop making it
let's calm down.
Okay, we know how I feel about Biden.
Let's calm down.
Biden can't get on the stairwell.
The last president, let's think about that as America.
Abraham Lincoln was he wrestled 30 times and only lost once. Okay, he was a pro wrestler.
Let's talk about this for a second. As a country, as America, we're supposed to be this big bad country. The last president we had that could fight, was Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, shortly after that, we got his cousin who couldn't even walk.
Jackson was a badass.
I'm sorry.
Andrew Jackson was a fucking badass, dude.
200 years before. I'm talking about the last man as a president. Like,
dude, Andrew Jackson
Kennedy was cool. RFK Jr. is fucking dope. But the last man we had in the office was Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, his cousin shortly after that couldn't even walk. We gotta get back to respectability.
Are you saying American presidents were lesser when they allowed someone who was disabled to participate?
Yes, motherfucker, yes. We need men in office. We need alpha males leading the number one country. Leave all that fucking polio and girl shit to other countries. Okay, all that. We're not supposed to be tolerant as the fucking world police. Okay, when you call 911, you don't want a chick showing up, do you? You want the dude who fucking flunked out of high school, who was supposed to go to college and play D1 fucking football, but couldn't because he didn't get good grades. That's what you want showing up.
Remember that senator? He was like, "Hey, if you think all cops are bastards, next time you have a fire, call a crackhead." And you're like, "Oh shit, bro." That's where it hurts.
Okay,
well done.
If I have a fire, I'm not calling the police.
In response to Cole's little rant there, that Upside Down Studios does not condone the overconsumption of whatever that fucking yellow alcohol that Cole is drinking. Yeah,
The antifreeze that he's drinking right now.
We're having the Twisted Tea Party over here.
Fucking rants like that one.
The thoughts and opinions of Cole Clayton are not shared with any other participants in this show. Please understand that.
Dino he said what we was thinking.
I'm keeping my mouth.
I just said like 15 minutes ago that not everything the Nazis did was bad, but me saying that I don't want a woman or a soft beta male as president suddenly that's too far.
Did you have to say that part twice, though? Did you really? Was that necessary?
I mean,
I think we believed you.
I got my views that people aren't a very big fan of, but you know, this documentation is just for those people who think that they were that bad. Look at what the Jews were doing at the same time across the country.
Over in Israel?
You know, it wasn't even over Israel. It wasn't, you know, back then, you know, the big lie that we were told is that all them people have been fighting each other for millennia. No, the fuck they weren't. You know, at one time they were amassing, and if you didn't fucking join them, they cut your fucking head off with a blunt fucking sword. They didn't do it politely with a bullet. So, just saying. I don't know if we need to get into any more of that.
Do you mean to tell me it wasn't like High School Musical and they would break out into song and dance and they would solve their problems with love? Are you saying that that's not what happened in history?
The Care Bears jump out and do the Care Bear stare?
Care Bears.
Love, yeah.
Okay, the last thing I'm going to say on it is
I gotta go.
I'm not even saying I'm the tough guy. I'm just saying that I would rather have a tough guy in charge of me. Okay, I need a father.
You do.
How many presidents have we had that actually served in the military? The last few, none of them, right?
Not like 100 years.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah,
not really.
That's an undisciplined.
No, that statement's not even.
That's an undisciplined man.
The last person to run for president who served military time was Tulsi Gabbard.
Bro,
Bush
I would have. Hey, Tulsi Gabbard, I would have given the job. I hope she. Hey, and you know what?
She had a good plan.
She's getting a little older, still pretty hot.
Very.
You know what? I'd vote for her.
Hot. She got that Palin hotness.
Just for her to talk down to me. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Yep.
I love it. Anyways, all right, I gotta go.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Like I said, our thoughts and prayers out to the people of LA and North Carolina and Tennessee. I hope all y'all get, y'all get taken care of. I hope we, straighten out a few facts. We had some fun with y'all people who are listening. Thank you for listening and watching. Make sure you check out Sniffing Glue 22 and Dino the Genetic Marvel. And of course, we're always doing something here at Upside Down Studios. Y'all be safe. We're out.
Shenanigans.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. So what the fuck? What